Hey everybody, MA Prepper here. I'm going to take and do up a little bit of carrots and celery, put in the dehydrator today. I'm just going to take these carrots, kind of wash them off, get the ends all cut off them, and get them all set to go. Okay everybody, well, we got the carrots all peeled out here, or scraped off, peeled, whatever you want to call it. And I know what some of you are saying, just throw away the most vitamins in the entire carrot, and you're 100% correct. But in this case, some of the carrots were looking kind of rough on the outside, so I figured I'd just go ahead and peel them, and this stuff will not go to waste. I'm going to put it all right here in my my little can, and it's all going to go right out to the compost pile, and we'll turn this nitrogen rich peels into some nice compost for the garden in the spring. Hey everyone, okay, we're back. We got all these carrots all chopped up now. Got a nice bowl full of them here. We're going to set these aside for just a few minutes, and we're going to start in on this celery. I'm going to get this all prepared, get it all chopped up, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we are. We've got all the celery chopped up and all the carrots cleaned, sliced, all ready to go in the dehydrator. So what we're going to do now is get the dehydrator trays, get everything set up to start loading up the trays, get this ready to be dehydrated. We'll be right back with you. Okay, well, we've got the trays all set up. The rest of them are off camera over here. We're going to go ahead and start layering in some of this celery. I'm going to have the celery all on the bottom of my dehydrator because I don't think it's going to take as long to dehydrate as the carrots. I may be wrong, but we're just going to take and layer these in here. I'm not going to worry about if some of the pieces are touching and all that good stuff, because like I said, the carrots are probably going to take longer. But we're just going to layer them in here. Now I'm planning on probably 2 to 3 racks for the celery. Same with the carrots. But I may have to go back in and just add a few to the racks if I see that I'm running out of room, because I do only have 6 racks. But we're just going to get these kind of laid in here, and hopefully everything will come out perfectly fine once we're all done. So instead of having you guys watch me do all this, I'll bring you back when we got them all loaded. Okay everybody, well, we got 2.5 trays of celery and 3.5 trays of carrots. A close-up look of this. There, all on there, just so you know, not stacked on each other, pretty close fitting. Should dry just fine, and this is the way we got them through all the trays. and we'll come back when we got a finished product for you. Hey everybody, well, it's been just about 12 hours now, and we've finally got these carrots and celery all done up. So they're all dehydrated pretty well. So yeah, I thought some of these were still kind of wet, but everything is pretty well done. Let's see if you, I don't know if you could hear that or not. Let's try that again, see if you can hear it. Nice crisp snap. Means all the water's been taken out of it, and of course the carrots feel like a chunk of plastic. Even the bigger ones, they're all, oh yeah, all done. Alright, well, I'm going to get these all pulled off of here, put in a dish, and we'll come right back and let you see that when we're done. Yeah, we'll give you all a nice close up. The carrots. There's the celery. I'll just get these worked off to one side of our sheet here. I find it's just a little bit easier to get it off here and get it into the pan that way. Okay everyone, well, as you can see, the carrots dehydrate down to pretty much nothing. This was 2 pounds of carrots, full length carrots, all sliced up into thin slices, and out of 2 pounds this is what that came down to. Now that was about 3.5 racks in the dehydrator. And the celery, of course, celery is mostly water, so this is what we ended up with out of 2 big bunches of celery. And again, celery dehydrates down to pretty much nothing. So we had, I think it was 2.5 racks of the celery, and this is what we got. Easily fit into a small sandwich bag with no problem. Now we're going to take and vacuum seal all these. Ideally, if I had the vacuum sealed jars to do with the celery, that would be a whole lot better, because the celery is kind of fragile. You know, as you start vacuum sealing it, it doesn't take much to break it. As you see, it just crumbles. So in a vacuum sealed bag, I'll have to stop it before it's completely sealed, which is not ideal. The jars would be much better. The carrots, they're real durable. The only thing I'll have to watch for is the sharp edges on the carrots, and they may poke a hole in my bag, so again, I'll follow the same rule of thumb. When I vacuum seal those, I will take and let them sit on the counter for about an hour, 2 hours, see if any holes develop, and if so, then I'll just have to redo them. But we're going to get ready to vacuum seal these, and we'll be right back. Ready to put some of this stuff in the vacuum bags, and I'm going to go with my usual 1 cup per bag. That'll give me about I figure roughly a pound per bag. And that's what it usually takes to feed my family with any kind of vegetable or anything that we're having. You know, the vegetables is about a pound. And I always try to use the smallest part of the bag I can. Don't like to be wasteful. So 1 cup will give me about a pound, give or take. Like I said, with the carrots, there's a lot of sharp edges, so I may end up having to redo some of these after they've set for a while, but time will tell. And with the carrots, I can draw them right down and get a good seal on them, and hopefully everything will be alright. Okay, well, we got this all done up. I ended up with about 2 1/4 cups of carrots. And again, like I said, I'll let these sit on my counter for about an hour, maybe 2, just to make sure the bags are going to be sealed. The carrots are drawn right down. As you can see, they're pretty tightly fit in there. So if any holes have gotten poked into my bags, then air will get into those and the bag will loosen right up, and I'll know before I put them away. But that's what I got for the carrots, the celery. Now, as I said, the celery's kind of fragile, so unless I wanted celery powder, I just did not vacuum all the air out of this. I let it draw down to where it was fairly tight and then just sealed it off. That way I don't crush all my celery. So if I make soup or whatever, or put it in stews or whatever it's used for, then we still got some whole chunks. If we do need celery powder, put this in the blender, grind it right down to a fine powder, and then we've got celery powder.